Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to revisit a map I did a video for in the past, and it is called The Descent, or if you try to read Russian like it's English, even though that's not what you would do, it's called Kapta Si Ketkon. And just in case you ever forget the name of the map, it is right there floating in the sky, so all you have to do is look up and be like, oh yeah, we're at The Descent. I'll have to try driving on that later on, but first, let's talk about the map itself. The map itself consists of a lot of giant slopes with various obstacles on them that you could drive your car down and try to keep it alive, or just drive it into the obstacles and watch it get damaged, which is exactly what I plan to do for most of this video, is just destroy the vehicles. I'm not too interested in trying to drive it and then not destroy the vehicles. I want the vehicles to get destroyed in the process, which is exactly what we will be doing. This first obstacle you see is like a ramp and then some stairs, and this is amazing that the truck is holding onto the edge of this so well. Like it got all the way to the bottom and it didn't fall off the edge. That is impressive. Like that whole time I was just waiting for it to fall off the edge, but it didn't. So that's just one example of an attempt right here. We can go ahead and reset the truck, use a different vehicle, and do the same thing without using the ramp. So we could go ahead and use a, let's use a Grand Marshal here. Get the Police Edition and get a cool color on it. Cool color as in something that makes no sense, like the green police car, because that's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing, totally. And we could try driving down the side at full throttle without a care in the world. Like, I don't care if I actually make it down. I just want to get down and get wrecked. See right there, like you could try to drive down this. Honestly, no problem with if you had an off-road vehicle, you could probably even do it. I myself am not interested in that. I'm just interested in wrecking the cars right now. And that's all we're gonna do. Maybe a different video we could actually try to climb down it without ruining the car. You see though, without the ramp, it's going a lot faster. And it even made it to the jump, so you can see, look, how many feet did it go? Half of the length is from rolling. That's cheating, you know. It went about 45 feet. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And you can see the car. Take a quick look at it. Totally wrecked. And now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably not feet, that's probably meters. Otherwise that would mean my car is like 5 feet long when it's not crushed and condensed, which is not right. So that's probably meters. Now I think about it. We could do one more attempt like this with a different vehicle, and then we'll move on to the next obstacle. Just for fun, we're going to use the monster truck on a lot of these because it's one of those mods that's it works for this. Because it has big wheels, so it has a chance at some of these things you would think, but then it doesn't. Like right here, it's like, yeah, monster truck. Oh! Actually, look at this! Oh my goodness! It actually worked to some extent. Like, it is virtually undamaged in terms of where the driver would be. And now it's not. That distance, though, it's getting some serious distance on it. I can't quite see the number because we're too far away, but we almost maxed out the scoreboard after we rolled. And you can see the monster truck was faring really well until it got to the bottom where it got absolutely wrecked. So we can go ahead and reset the truck and head to the next area, which is a hill that has a bunch of small cubes that you can drive over. And those small cubes will do a great job of ruining whatever vehicle you're driving because you end up hitting them at really high speed. So let's reset the truck at the top. That way, when I need to respawn the vehicle, it's right here and easy to do. And we're just going to go full throttle into this. 100% throttle and hit the cubes as they come up. Not trying to dodge them or anything. A little bit of slow-mo on it so you can see what happens. First hit, the suspension for the left front tire is gone. And now we're going into a roll. Luckily, this one at least has walls on the side, so if we go too far to the side, it'll bounce us back. Where the other one, it didn't have walls. You would just fall off. And a tire just got stolen. One of the cubes just stole my, looks like, rear right tire. I didn't need it anyways. It was just holding me back. I'll speed things up a little bit more since we're not going too fast now. One of the cubes hit me in the bed of the truck in a way that's really destructive to it. Like, it's very damaged. Ooh, wow. That cube just stretched the truck out and grabbed it. Alright, so we're not moving very fast here. Which is kind of getting boring. I'll let it fall as long as it's falling, though. Seems like it still wants to fall, so to keep going. At a very slow rate of speed, though. Oh, are you done? Look at that, it looks like it's holding on for its life. Like, I don't want to fall. Too bad you're falling. So, okay, just accepts its fate now. Oh, no it doesn't. It stopped. It's not bad. It got down to, most of the way. Let's go ahead and reset this and try a different vehicle. So I think for this one, we'll just try a normal vehicle. Instead of something crazy like the monster truck, we're just going to try something simple. Like, let's do the Moonhawk. We'll get it with the V8 Sport Edition, and we'll get a silver color on this because I like the way this car looks in silver. And now we're just going to take this thing down at full throttle. I might try to dodge the first few blocks, but I'm not going to try to dodge them all. So like I see an opening here, we'll try to go through that to get a lot of speed on this first hit. So here's the first hit. Not too bad, just kind of clipped its wheel, and then, well, that one, the old engine just about fell out of the car. That was great. The engine just almost fell out. Beautiful. I don't think the tires will move anymore when I hit the throttle because of the position of the engine, though. I mean, just looking at it, yeah, the engine's not supposed to be there like that. It's supposed to be like 180 degrees around, so that's no good. Let's go and let it fall the rest of the way down, if it will. Interestingly enough, the rear end doesn't look too damaged. Like, it has a couple of dents, but compared to the front, nothing. Yeah, I guess it is a little more damaged than I thought. The roof is okay. How's that? Now the roof is all beat up too. Everything's beat up here. Maybe the interior is not beat up. That's the only thing I could think of. By the way, I'm not steering at all. I'm just letting it fall. Like, I probably could have steered that. Well, I don't know if I could have steered anyways. The front wheels are kind of gone, aren't they? Yeah, you're not steering that thing anyway. And over the... Come on, get something. Hey. I know I got more than 0. That's supposed to be like 10, I think. But I think it says 0, doesn't it? Yeah, I got more than 0, dude. That's not fair. I got way more than 0. I got like at least 10 on that one. Don't give me no 0. I'll try this one more time with one more vehicle. We'll try it this time with, let's go with the Pigeon, because we haven't used the Pigeon yet, so go ahead and make use of it. Give it a weird color like that. Unusual color that I never use. Obviously, the Pigeon's not going to go fast, but the nice thing about this car is you can shred the whole body off the frame, it seems like. I'm going to try to take this thing down a decent amount before it hits. I thought I was going to hit right there, though. It managed to just squeak by. I have it in slow-mo just because I don't know when it'll hit, but it's going to be soon. I know it. There's the hit. Real slow-mo this thing because this is going to be a hard hit. Actually held up a lot better than I expected for how fast it was going. Good job, Pigeon. I mean, yeah, it's still really damaged, but did better than I expected. The front tire is kind of giving up at this point. Going full speed this one. I'm like trying to hit slow-mo if anything interesting's happening. Well, the fact that the whole front of my vehicle is just falling off is kind of interesting, I guess. Now there's 2 parts falling down the hill. If I'm lucky, the bed of the truck could have fallen too, and then we'd have 3 parts, but it stayed on. That's amazing. Look at how straight it's driving. Like, it's totally ruined, but the back, like, the bed of the truck parts and stuff were pretty much unscathed. They're just 100% perfect. So it's able to just drive straight still. Oh, no way. The engine even puts down power still. That's impressive. Like, I can't steer, unfortunately, because the front wheel is, well, it's not in a position to actually steer. But I can still accelerate and move. That's just impressive. Oh, I could. Now I can't. You saw it. You know I'm not lying. So we could go ahead and do one of these ones where we hit the jump and then move on to the next one, actually, because I didn't hit the jump. And, well, it is there. So I might as well hit it since it's there. Makes sense, right? So get a blue bolide for this one. That's like having variety in everything. Try to get different cars, different colors all the time for maximum entertainingness. And the ramp is way over there. I gotta make sure I get to it. See, I like this one for slow-mo because this one, the damage comes fast because you're going fast. The other one, it didn't necessarily need it because the damage was slow and gradual. This one, though, it does need the slow-mo to actually see what's happening. Like right there, to see that the fender was actually just torn off right there. You wouldn't have saw it if we were at full speed, probably. At least not easily. Like, yeah, you could see it, but you gotta be paying very close attention. And now we're going into a spin. Just amazing dodging skills right there. Like, you would not see that in real time. Absolutely amazing dodge skill. It was just beautiful. For the rest of the way, though, it looks like it's gonna hold the wall or hug the wall where it might be safe or not. It's just gonna slowly bounce off of him now, which means no slow-mo needed. What was that? Like, some part of the car just shot off. What was that? I don't even know if I could find what that was. It shot off so fast and hard. Okay. Somebody maybe gotta tell me what that was. Like, I just saw something shoot out way over here. I froze physics to hope I would find it. But I don't know where it went. Something just was moving. I don't know what it was. Anyways, on to the next thing. So there's another hill right over here. This is the dangerous way to get to it, and it paid off. I thought I was gonna fall entirely all the way, which would be a terrible thing to do when I don't want to. I could do that later on actually, because it might be interesting, but I don't want it right now. So this one is a giant tube with a bunch of big blocks in it, which you can try to dodge, which is relatively easy because they're so big and few. As long as you have traction, you can dodge them, and then you can hit the ground. Do this one 100 times slow-mo just so you can see it real well. The nice thing is, this car should still drive to some extent, because it's got a mid-engine setup. Well, I say that, but now it's kind of going into a roll. Before it did that, it might have been able to drive. Now, yeah, not so much. Go and reset it, get a different car. Let's use the, not monster truck here. Let's use the T series. I said like let's use like 4 times right there. Because I was undecided, so I was gonna say something. I'm like, no, not that one. This one, no, not that one. This one. And then I finally decided it's T series time. Which I don't know if I'll be able to get this thing down to the bottom because big rigs aren't exactly known for their amazing grip at high speeds. I'll do my best to try to get it to the bottom though. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Get the slow-mo right here so you can see it. I mean, that's still a 140 mile per hour collision though. It's gonna do some damage. Oh, the big rig's bending. I don't think it's gonna drive anymore. No, not at all. Let's go and go to the top. And we'll try it one more time. See if I can get the big rig to the bottom or not. Because I kind of know how the big rig drives a little bit better when it's at 150 miles per hour or whatever. I gotta just swing it along. So you gotta go like this. Just like that. Oh, perfect, clearing it. And now we're gonna slam into the BeamNG.drive logo. 100 times slow-mo on this, why not? Wow, that thing actually landed on the rear end. Like, the rear end looks perfect. The front, it's ruined. Yeah, it's totally ruined. The rear, though, that's impressive. Alright, go and speed things up some more. Oh, the cap just came off. Easy, it's like it's hanging on by a thread. I like that grill. That's a cool looking grill. Let's go and reset this one. The next thing we're going to do is go through a ring of fire that has no fire. So I guess it's just a normal ring. Although if you wanted to put fire on it, I'm sure there's a way you could. I didn't because I don't know how. And the original author didn't because, well, I don't know. Maybe he didn't want a ring of fire, even though it'd be cool to have a ring of fire. So we're just making our way there using the big rig, which is really dumb because it's so big, and that's part of the plan, actually. That's where I needed to be. It's not the correct way to get there, but it's where I wanted to go, so I'll take it. So go and get the big rig, and we need something a little faster through this one. So let's use a, trying to stick to the stock cars, so let's use a 8 series van. It's not that fast, I know, but it should be fast enough. There we go. And this is one of the few vehicles I like in white. Because it's like, that's the color you see for this kind of thing. And we're going to try to go through that ring right there, which has no fire, but it could have fire if you wanted to put fire on it probably, but I don't know how, so it doesn't have fire. Ring of fire with no fire. And it worked. So we made it through the ring. And now we get to fall in the tube, which has a bunch of little blocks in it. that'll hit you and wreck your car up. Not gonna drive anymore. Pretty sure. Yep, not driving. It's broken. So we can do that one more time. Use a different vehicle this time though. We'll use a let's use a normal truck. Cause I think we've kind of been through the list of cars for the most part. It's probably like one or two I forgot, but it's hard to keep track of them. I know I didn't use the Sunburst. That's because that one's not fully finished. So I don't use it too often. But aside from that one, whatever. You know what? Who cares? I don't want to go too fast with this truck. I think I'm going too fast. Oh, made it. I thought I was going to go over the tube. That would have been terrible. My roof is crushed already, though. And I tried to slow-mo that because I thought it was going to be a cool crash, but not as cool as I thought it would be. It did stop me, though. Like, it bent the whole truck into a U shape. So that's kind of cool, I guess. And the last hit, which straightened out the truck. Look how close those tires are, though. That's impressive. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen the tires end up that close to each other before after a collision. That's really impressive. Okay, on to the next thing. When did that parking brake turn on? I don't remember doing that. Alright, so anyways, the next thing over here is very similar to what we've done before, but with a different size on the blocks. Instead of having really small blocks, it has, with some of which you can use as a ramp if you're lucky. I'll try going down this one without crashing for now, until I get trapped and I can't turn fast enough, and we're toast. You can tell how hard I was trying, right? Yeah, I was trying so hard not to crash. Crashing is the best part. How can you not crash? Like, that'd be a disappointment. Actually, that one turned out alright. Like, compared to the other ones, it's not bad. It held up reasonably well. Let's go and reset this. And unfortunately, I forgot to save the reset location because I'm a dummy, so I gotta drive over to this one this time again. So I apologize about that, but it's the only way we're gonna get here. Unless we, like, cheated it or just did some sloppy editing where it's like, how'd you get your teleport there? I, cheated. And, the next one, let's use the Grand Marshal with the police package again, because I like the police package because it says the words police on it. And then you get a red car and it's like the red police car. Like, yes. Or even better, get it yellow. That way it's like, it looks like a taxi and then it's like, nope, we're the police. Gotcha. Do that. Which sounds fun to do. There we are. Alright, so again, we're gonna barely try not to crash into things, and then when I get bored, we're gonna crash. Yep, that worked out well. I'm happy with it. Could have got a little more damage on it probably, but that still is a pretty hefty amount of damage. And now we're just falling. Can it drive? Can it drive? Nope. It cannot. For it is broken. So it can no longer drive. So go ahead and reset. And head to the very last one, which is not as interesting as any of the others really. It's just a hill. Like, it's really just a hill. There's nothing to it. So I kind of did that backwards. Usually you want to end on like a very climatic, amazing thing. Not so much here. We're gonna end very boringly on just a regular hill. Although we will fly at the end, so that's kind of fun, I guess. So we could at least enjoy the flight. And I think, oh, you can see the name of the map in the reflections. Look at that. Haha! That's cool. But I've put some slow-mo on right here so you can see how the car handles all these bumps. The back bumper didn't handle them so well. The rest of the car seemed to handle it all right. And we getting some nice distance there, 230 meters and then into the wall. That's a good, you know, I said it was going to be disappointing. That's actually still pretty impressive, just watching the car fly like that. So since this one bottomed out, we obviously need something that won't bottom out so easily. Get the monster truck. We'll get the heavy one, actually, just in case it has a better suspension for this. And you ever seen a baby blue monster truck? Now you have. It's just a weird color for a monster truck. Perfect. Here we go. My only concern is if I'll be able to keep this thing upright. Because if I'm not really gentle with the turning and I just did the steering wheel a little too much, we're going to be upside down. So this thing shouldn't bottom out now, right? Oh, yes. Oh, you see the bed shaking. Oh, my. It was going to bottom out for a second, it looked like. That was a garbage jump, though. Oh, but the backflip. That didn't land. Didn't cash it. It just got ruined. It looked good until it got totally wrecked. At which point it didn't look good. It's so weird how when you're in this area how that everything looks crazy. It's not this map though in particular, because this happens on normal grid map as well if you go on the outside of it. And this map is based off a grid map, so I guess that's kind of why it does it as well. So the last thing we'll do is a pigeon here. 'Cause, you know, pigeon. Just a little tiny car. It's fun. Pigeons have to be green. That's like the best color for the pigeon. I'm not bothering with the ramp though, because that just messes everything up as far as I'm concerned. Well, I guess we could also do a couple of drops too. I said I would do a drop or two, so you can see just how high things are. The big ramp! The big ramp! Back bumper came off. It's gonna go maybe 100 meters at most. It's not even, it went 60. Wow, for how far it fell though. It looks like it held up. Okay, it can still accelerate. It cannot steer, however. Wait, can it? No, I'm going right and it's going left, so it cannot steer. Like you see, I can make it go right, but then it just goes back left. So maybe I'm not even doing that, it's just broken. So next thing I promised to do is just to drop it off the top. That's real easy to do, anybody could do this. Check this out. This is the no look, right here, the no look, I'm not looking. I'm pretty sure we're falling because I hear the wind. Oh yeah, I just looked at the screen. Perfect. So there's a drop with the pigeon. We could do one more drop with a different vehicle now. And then I'll try driving on the words because I said I would do that. Or just go to them, see if we can even go to them, if they're part of the skybox or what. This is another car that's okay in white. You know, the Moonhawk's not that bad in white. Otherwise, never have white cars. Interesting. This one's gonna land right on his front. Wow, that was really right on the front. Like, even more so than I thought. And again, the engine's like, I'm not connected to anything no more. You can just see it. Yep. I'm not connected to those rear tires, so I can't give power. How sad. Let's go ahead and try to do what I said, where we drive on those words if we can. I don't know if that's part of the skybox or not. I think it's just part of the skybox, considering we're not getting closer to it no matter what we do. So you can't drive on the words, unfortunately. But that is The Descent, the remake video. So, till next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.